She said awards, but I think they're going to mix them. That's what she just said. So be ready for Pro Heat 1 and like 5 awards, I think. I thought you heard. She just said it across. Okay. Yeah, so Pro Heat 1 after about 5 awards. And they're going to keep going back and forth. So good thing it came down to 7.
All right, everybody, welcome to session 6, our final session of this 2022 Virtual International Championships with Fred Astaire Dance Studios. We'll be doing some awards from the championship divisions that we saw the last few days, and then do some pro heats as well, back and forth.
Welcome.
Ooh, gotta mute that.
6, our final.
We're about ready to get started.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our final session of our second annual Virtual International Championships 2022 awards presentation this evening and our professional division.
Exciting.
Very exciting. We're going to start off with a few awards from our championships this weekend. So we'll do 5 sets of awards, and then we'll do a professional division. We think that'll run nicely, give everybody some time. And, you know, before we get started, though, Steve and myself, we just wanted to thank each and every one of our studios and our students that participated this weekend. It has been a phenomenal weekend watching you dance and just getting to enjoy time together virtually.
Absolutely. And everybody did such a great job. And, you know, from their first dance to their last dance, the energy never changed. They continue to entertain us. And we thank you so much for participating in our first national event, our Virtual International Championship.
For this year. Many more to come.
And boy, they got a lot of points for the World Cup Series.
They sure did. A lot of points. Well, we want to introduce you to a distinguished panel of judges that have been here all weekend long helping us score everything that's going on. So let's have a nice hand. And he did a phenomenal class this evening. We had a great time with our co-national dance director, Tony. Next in line, let's have a big round of applause for Elia. Also another fabulous name of our National Dance Council, Joe. Next in line, the grandfather of everybody, Bruno. And the rose amongst the thorns, Mary Lynn. As you can tell, we've had a great time being together, all of us this weekend. So let's get started. We're going to start with some awards with our American Smooth Bronze Closed Championship, Heat number 154. If we can have all the cameras on, if you danced in Heat 154, the American Smooth Bronze Closed Championship.
All righty, we're starting off with Heat 1. Okay, we're waiting for those cameras to go on. I just got my instructions. If you danced in 154, if you could please put your cameras on.
This?
We're going to be giving the awards out for Heat 154. These were all of our multi-dance championships. So if you were present or danced in 154, if you could please put your camera on. So we're looking for Pleasant Prairie, Warwick, Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, Paradise Valley, Pensacola, and Park Ridge. Okay, we're going to start in our American Smooth Bronze Clothes Championship. In our Gentleman A, we have a first place to Dr. Michael Price with Megan Strong from Pleasant Prairie.
Congratulations.
In our Amateur Couple C, we have a first place to Robert and Susan Tredarski from Warwick. In our senior division, we have a second place to Paulette, Constantino, and Juan Martinez from Lakewood Ranch. And a first place to Linda Monda and Carlos from Sarasota. In our senior plus division, we have a second place to Annabelle Conweiser and Anton from Paradise Valley. And a first place to Connie Dye with Isidro from Pensacola. And in our amateur couple C, we have a first place to Jeff and Mary Josephs from Park Ridge.
All right, congratulations to all of you.
Yay for our amateur couple. Oh, I like that nice smooch. Okay, Heat 155, our American Smooth Bronze Clothes Championship, Waltz Tango Foxtrot. In our B division, we have a fifth place to Harriet Shore with Dustin from Youngstown. We have a fourth place to Susan Tredarski and Alberto from Warwick. We have a third place to Ellen Holcomb and Eric from Lakewood Ranch. We've got a second place to Michelle Gullett and Kirill from Pleasant Prairie. Congratulations. And our first place goes to Erica Walker and Juan from Lakewood Ranch. We also have a first place to Gentleman B, Dr. Michael Price and Haley from Pleasant Prairie. And a first place to our amateur couple B, Jeff and Mary Josephs from Park Ridge. Heat 156. This was our American Smooth Bronze Clothes Championship, Waltz Tango Foxtrot. In our Gentleman C, we have a third place to Vern Vale and Amanda from Westminster. We have a second place to Jeff Josephs and Hannah from Park Ridge. And a first place to Robert Tradowski and Paige from Warwick. In our ladies C division, we have third place to Susan Evans and Andrew from Youngstown. A second place to Mary Josephs and Raphael from Park Ridge. And a first place to Sally Hoffmeister and Dustin from Youngstown. Heat 157. This is our American Smooth Bronze Clothes Championship, Waltz Tango Foxtrot. In our ladies B, we have a first place to Susan Tradowski and Alberto from Warwick. In our gentlemen C, we have a first place to Robert Tradowski and Paige from Warwick. And our ladies senior, we have a first place to Linda Munda and Carlos from Sarasota. In our senior plus, second place to Annabelle Conweiser and Austin from Paradise Valley. And a first place to Connie Dye and Isidro from Pensacola. Also in our ladies B, we have a first place to Mary Josephs and Adrian from Park Ridge. Heat 158, American Smooth Silver Clothes Championship, Waltz Tango Foxtrot. In our ladies B, we have a first place for Francis Otero Makata and Kirill from Pleasant Prairie. And we have a first place amateur couple in the B division, Ron Ripley and Martha Keller from Fort Walton Beach. Heat 159 in the American Smooth Silver Clothes Championship Waltz Tango Foxtrot. In the ladies C, we have a first place to Martha Keller and Aaron from Fort Walton Beach. In the gentlemen's C division, we have a first place to Ron Ripley and Natalie from Fort Walton Beach.
Right, I'll warn you.
In the amateur couple C division, we have a first place to Robert and Susan Trudowski from Warwick. Heat 160, American Smooth Silver Clothes Championship Waltz Tango Foxtrot. In our ladies senior, we have a first place to Michelle Amundsen with Kirill from Pleasant Prairie. In our amateur couple C, we have a first place to Ron Ripley and Martha Keller from Fort Walton Beach. All right, that's going to be the conclusion of our awards for right now. We're going to go into our professional divisions. We're going to be starting off with Pro Heat number 1. So we're starting off with the American Clothes, Bronze and Silver Smooth. This is a 4-dance division, Waltz Tango Foxtrot Viennese Waltz. We have couple 106, Justin Carter and Amanda Overmeyer from Westminster. Couple 109, Lawrence Davey and Sarah Ford from Long Grove. 133, Eduardo and Vivian from San Isidro. 137, Val and Anastasia from Long Grove. 141, Augustine and Gabrielle from Powell. 148, Patrick and Haley from Milwaukee Downtown. And 150, Kirill and Sarah from Pleasant Prairie.
All right.
All right, couples, ready for your first dance? The waltz.
And here we go. Pro Heat number 1, the American Closed Bronze and Silver Smooth Waltz Tango Foxtrot Viennese Waltz. This is a closed division, which means they're dancing school figures. And those school figures are in the bronze and silver division. These are the same patterns and elements that are taught to the students on a daily basis. We've got Long Grove, couple 137. Westminster, couple 106. 150, Pleasant Prairie. .148, also Pleasant Prairie. 133, San Isidro. 141, Powell. On the dance floor for you. Make sure you shout out to your favorite dancers. Got a shout out from Stanley McCullough, one of the dance council members for Astaire Dance Studios. Everyone's looking good. And I do have to talk over the music because you're wondering why I'm speaking rather than just letting the music play. These are copyrighted songs, and therefore we cannot legally use them technically. We do pay for ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC.
Thank you, couples, for that beautiful waltz. Places for your second dance, the tango.
So we pay our licensing fees, but YouTube is not aware that, and it's very difficult to fight it, especially because you have to do it every time there's a copyright infringement. And since the competition, we had almost 800 entries in total for this event, which means we probably played over 1,000 songs. And of course, the last 3 days, it is just logistically impossible to try to fight each one of those. So instead, what we do is just turn the music down low and have someone comment over top, have commentary. Stanley McCullough says, wow, impressive. Everybody looks good. I completely agree, sir. As they take the floor for their second dance, the tango. Now, one thing that makes the virtual competition a little bit different is even though we're broadcasting the music, so they're all dancing to the same song, just because of different lag times and internet speed, they may be slightly off from one another back to us. And so to not make it difficult for the judges to judge, they've took the concept of timing out of it. So not paying attention to that. I think musical expression.
And thank you, couples. Places for your third dance. And foxtrot.
Expression and musicality would still be factors in for the judges, but timing is not. The third dance is foxtrot. We have Ohio, Wisconsin, Chicago, Illinois. I don't know where San Isidro is. Studios from all around the country dancing for you tonight. Now they're utilizing all of the judges and officials. This week I've been able to have people with me on the commentary, but tonight they're focused on the pro dancing. So you're stuck with just me. I apologize. Thanks, Aaron. Aaron says, welcome, Danceport Dynamics. Hope you have a great second virtual competition. Me too.
Thank you, couples. And before we get into our fourth and final dance, we're going to take a moment to introduce our couples again. So each of you, when I call off your name, if you could please roll out and take a bow. 106, Justin and Amanda from Westminster. 109, Lawrence and Sarah from Long Grove. 133, Eduardo and Vivian from San Isidro. Couple 137, Val and Anastasia from Long Grove. Couple 141, Augustine and Gabrielle from Powell. Couple 148, Patrick and Haley from Milwaukee Downtown. And couple 150, Kirill and Sarah from Pleasant Prairie. Alrighty, couples. Ready for your fourth and final dance? The Viennese Waltz.
All week long, the panelists have been talking about the different character that you play, try to show in each dance. Ilya Efraimov, the coach or judge in the middle on the top, that's Ilya. He actually said something really interesting I liked. It's not that it's a different character, it's just a different part of the same story. I really liked that, so I'm going to steal that. Thank you, Ilya. We have Gene saying, "Go Patrick and Haley." Hello, Gene. Welcome to the broadcast. We are broadcasting on multiple platforms tonight. Obviously, those of you who are watching on YouTube, we're also doing it on Facebook, as well as Twitch and Instagram and TikTok, I think, and something else.
You're watching the closed bronze and silver smooth. All of our professionals demonstrating our curriculum in the bronze and silver.
Bronze and silver, means it's school figures. These are the patterns and the elements that these teachers teach to their students on a daily basis. So if you like a pattern that anyone happens to do, you can... We had a little accident there. Looks like they're okay, though.
Thank you, couples, for the beautiful demonstration of the Fred Astaire bronze and silver closed smooth curriculum. We're going to move into some more awards right now. We're going to start back at Heat 255. This is the open smooth waltz tango foxtrot Viennese waltz. In the gentleman B, we have a first place to Jeff Josephs and Hannah from Park Ridge.
All right, doing some more awards.
In second place in the ladies C, we have Mary Josephs and Raphael from Park Ridge. And a first place to Martha Keller and Aaron from Fort Walton Beach.
Those of you that are joining us late, we're going back and forth between presenting the awards from the Pro-Am division and amateur divisions earlier that we did Thursday and Friday and earlier today.
Moving on to Heat 256. This is our open smooth waltz tango foxtrot Viennese waltz. And our ladies B, in third place, we got Treva and Aaron from Fort Walton Beach. In second place, we have Ellen Holcomb and Kevin from Lakewood Ranch. And in first place, Mary Josephs and Raphael from Park Ridge.
Congratulations, Mary and Raphael.
In our amateur couples in the B division, we have a first place to Ron Ripley and Martha Keller from Fort Walton Beach. Moving on to Heat 257 in our open smooth and the gentleman C. We have a second place to Jeff Josephs and Hannah from Park Ridge. And a first place to Ron Ripley and Natalie from Fort Walton Beach.
Stanley McCullough says, beautiful shape. The pros make the curriculum look good. That's absolutely right. It's always fun.
In our ladies senior, we have a third place to Paulette and Juan from Lakewood Ranch.
It's always fun to see what they're able to do with those steps.
We have a second place to Michelle Amundsen and Kirill from Pleasant Prairie. And a first place to Lydia and Misha from West Palm Beach.
Congratulations to Lydia and Mihalio.
Also in our Gentlemen's Senior Plus, we have a first place to Bob and Anastasia from West Palm Beach. Heat 257A in our open smooth. In our senior plus ladies, we have a first place to Annabelle Conweiser and Anton from Paradise Valley. And in our amateur couple C, we have a first place to Ron and Martha from Fort Walton Beach. Heat 382 in our American Rhythm Bronze Closed Championship Cha-Cha Rumba Swing. In our ladies A, we have a first place to Lisa and Val from Long Grove.
Natalie says, go Long Grove.
In our gentlemen A, we have a first place to Cyrus and Kimberly from Fort Walton Beach.
And go Illinois. Thanks, Natalie. Welcome to the broadcast.
In our gentlemen B, we have a first place to Jeff and Arena from Long Grove. In our ladies C, we have a second place to Sally and Dustin from Youngstown. And in first place, Mary and Raphael from Park Ridge. And in our junior division, we have a first place for Zane and Juan from Lakewood Ranch. Congratulations to all of our students. And we're now going to move into our heat, Pro Heat number 3, which is our open American Smooth. Waltz, Tango, Foxtrot, and Viennese Waltz. So we would like cameras on. For 109, Lawrence and Sarah from Long Grove. 134, Zachary and Ariel from Pewaukee. 141, Augustine and Gabrielle from Powell. 142, Sergey and Ekaterina from Westchester. 143, Aaron and Brianna from Fort Walton Beach. 148, Patrick and Haley from Milwaukee Downtown. And 150, Kirill and Sarah from Pleasant Prairie. We have all of our couples ready for your first dance, the waltz.
All right. Pro Heat number 3, the Open American Smooth Waltz Tango Foxtrot Viennese Waltz, a 4-dance event. Shout out to your favorite couples. They'll be able to watch this later. If you're on YouTube and watching there, you can join the live chat by logging into YouTube. Click that circle in the upper right-hand corner. Enter your credentials, and you can help guide the conversation tonight. If you hear me saying this person's, like I just said, Natalie said, go Sarah and Lawrence, well, that's what I'm reading. I'm reading the live chat. So if you want to be part of that, that's how you go about it. And if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon if you want to know when we go live. I am talking over the music because we don't have... we do have the rights, but YouTube is not aware that we have the rights, so it's very difficult to fight. The reason why we need more subscribers is basically so YouTube starts paying attention to us. We need to have a larger channel so that they start reading the emails. So subscribe, and subscribe often. Tell your friends and your family. The only thing we do with this channel is ballroom dancing from around the country. We try to go live about 2 to 3 times a month.
And thank you, couples.
All right. The first dance is complete. The waltz.
Places for your second dance. And tango music, please.
All right. Donovan says, great job. Aaron says, woot, go. Ariel and Zach, our teachers, rock. Yes, they do. Thanks, Aaron. And Donovan says, great job, Patrick and Haley. And Gene Hansen says, fabulous Wisconsin dancers. Thank you for those shout-outs. Remember, the pros are going to be able to see this later because I guarantee you every single one of them is going to log in and watch how they danced and how they did. So they'll be able to see your chats and your shout-outs. So that's really nice. Thank you for doing that. Now, the interesting thing about virtual competitions versus the in-person ones is they pointed out everyone has a home field advantage. They're all dancing on a floor that they're accustomed to, where they practice on usually for a couple of hours every single day, as opposed to going to some random hotel that may have a portable dance floor with segments in between that makes it difficult. And every dance floor is a little bit different. Some are fast, some are slow, some have sticky spots, some have all kinds of different things that happen to them. Natalie says, Sarah and Lawrence, woohoo, with 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 gold trophies. I think she's biased, though, being that she's also from the same region. It's okay to be biased, though.
Thank you, couples.
Next dance is Foxtrot. The voice you're hearing on the microphone is Steve Knight, Vice President.
Places for your third dance. And Foxtrot music, please.
Vice President and Executive Dance Director for Fred Astaire Dance Studios International. And one of the commentators that had throughout the last few days. He's been going strong, and now he's helping with some of the emceeing responsibilities.
When I tell you that I love you, I could say it all day long. No short supply of
I'll be interested to see the result of this Open American Smooth professional division. So I was saying the floor, the other interesting thing is at a regular competition, the judges, they're around the dance floor, and so as people are dancing, especially in the smooth category, they're moving around. Sometimes couples are blocked by other couples because of line of sight. Judges are the same height as all the other all the competitors generally, unless they go up onto the podium, but most of them stand down on the floor. So what's neat about this is there's no one blocking you. The judges have a clear line of sight to every single competitor. So even though it was a learning curve to get used to how to judge a video screen versus in person, they've really come along in the last year or so and have gotten more accustomed to it, and that was one thing that they really appreciated. If you can see on the judges' table there, I'll explain it in a second.
Thank you, couples. We're going to take some time and introduce these couples to you again. Starting off with couple 109, Lawrence and Sarah from Long Grove.
Lawrence and Sarah, one of my favorite couples, and I believe Natalie's as well.
Couple 134, Zachary and Ariel from Pewaukee.
Zachary and Ariel, also another favorite couple of mine. They also compete in the cabaret division, which we do not have cabaret for this event.
Couple 141, Augustine and Gabrielle from Powell.
Augustine and Gabrielle. I know Gabrielle pretty well. I don't know Augustine as well.
Couple 142, Sergey and Ekaterina from Westchester.
There they are, Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Couple 143, Aaron and Brianna from Fort Walton Beach.
All right. Hey, we're broadcasting from Fort Walton Beach. Is anyone from Fort Walton Beach watching the stream? We had a bunch of you earlier.
Couple 148, Patrick and Haley from Milwaukee downtown.
Patrick and Haley. From
And
Wisconsin.
rounding up this group, couple 150, Kirill and Sarah from Pleasant Prairie.
Now, it looks like Kirill and Sarah, as well as Haley and Patrick, they're actually at the same physical studio.
And couples places for your fourth and final dance. And Viennese Waltz.
But they do teach out of different locations. So there you go. Our final dance of this Open American Smooth 4-dance event. Text in your favorite couples. Gene Hansen says, love Ariel and Zach. And Patrick and Haley. Gene comes from the same region as they do, from Wisconsin. Natalie says, Long Grove, bring it. I think they have. I really love Sarah's dress. It's one of my favorite dresses that she's wearing. I'll be able to see Sarah and Lawrence in a couple weeks at the Chicago Freddie Ball in March.
And congratulations to all of our couples in our Open Smooth division. Beautiful dancing by all of our couples. We had Long Grove, Pewaukee, Powell, Westchester, Fort Walton Beach, Milwaukee downtown, and Pleasant Prairie. Great job to everybody. Now we're going to take some time, have a few general dances in your studios because we've got some costume changes that we need to do, and we will be back in just a few.
All right. So you heard that? Couple general dances give the pros a chance to change clothing. We've got Olivia saying, go Patrick and Haley. You know, I do this at the live events. I will usually say that to the people as they're going by. Stanley McCullough says, bravo, everybody. You know, I do think it's really, really awesome that the Fred Astaire family of the dance board members are tuning in. And they didn't just tune in to watch the pros. They watched the students all week long. Those of you that did it, that's really awesome. It shows how much dedication you have to your craft and your field, as well as just kind of pointing out the Fred Astaire family that we have. You know, they went above and beyond. Some of the dance board members weren't scheduled to judge this event, yet they still found time to watch. So I think that's great. I do appreciate it. And I know the students that are going to watch it later are going to appreciate it as well. So thank you for that. The next Pro Heat we have is Pro Heat number 2, the semifinal round of the American Closed Bronze and Silver Rhythm. That is a 3-dance event, Cha-Cha Rumba Swing. Now, it's interesting they have a semifinal round, so they're going to do that in 2 heats, I believe. Gene Hansen agreed that Sarah's dress is beautiful. Yep, I've seen it before. It is stunning. You're seeing an advertisement right now for the Cross Country Dance Championships. That's happening in April in New Orleans. Part of the 75th anniversary for Fred Astaire Dance Studios. Fred Astaire was established in 1947 by the man himself, Mr. Fred Astaire, with the Casanave family. The story goes, if anyone wants to know, that Fred Astaire had kind of semi-retired from movies at the time. He had kind of given up in Hollywood. And he was bored. Basically, he was playing cards and he was golfing. And on one of his golfing trips, he was golfing with Mr. Casanave. And they decided it would be a good idea. Now, this is right after World War II ended. All the GIs that came back home. It was a pretty popular thing back in the day to go dancing. That was something that people did. And with the music of the time, they thought it would be a good idea for Fred Astaire to lend his mastery in teaching people how to dance. He was probably the greatest dancer, if not one of the greatest dancers of his generation, multi-talented dancer. And most of the systems and curriculums were derived directly from him. In fact, he taught the first training class. So there's some history. Nobody asked for it, but I thought I would say it anyway. Ria DeSoto says, beautiful dancing in the smooth division. Great job, everyone. Thank you, Ria, for joining the broadcast. Glad to have you on. If you too want to be part of the conversation, you can do that by logging into YouTube. And when you do that, why don't you well hit the subscribe button. That's going to help out our channel a lot. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Now, our goal was to try to hit it by the end of the last year, 2021. We got to a little over 500. Well, we're at 516 right now. But our goal with this channel is to bring ballroom dancing to the masses. We try to go live 2 to 3 times a month, bringing you ballroom dancing from around the country. Next week, we'll be broadcasting live from the Sheridan Wild Horse Pass in lovely Phoenix, Arizona for the Desert Dance Classic, the interregional Fred Astaire event there. And then February 10th through the 12th, we'll be broadcasting from Houston, Texas for the Texas Grand Award Ball. And then later in the month of February, the 24th through the 26th, we'll be in Wisconsin for the Wisconsin Winter Ball. I just got word that they're going to be bringing in the judges. They're coming back. All right.
We are ready to get back to our professional competition. We're going to resume with Pro Heat number 2, the semifinal round of the American Closed Bronze, Silver, and Rhythm, Cha-Cha, Rumba, and Swing. Now, couples, listen very closely. We're going to break this up into 2 heats. In our very first heat, we're going to have 105 Samir and Vivian from San Isidro. 106, Justin and Lindsay from Parker. 110, Emmanuel and Milagros from San Isidro. 121, Alex and Amanda from Westminster. 126, Andre and Yamila from North Point, Port. And Zachary and Caroline from Pewaukee.
This is a semifinal round, which is why they're calling out specific couples.
These are the people who will be in the first heat. I'm now going to call out the second group because we're going to do an all-on cha-cha for 30 seconds. So first group, stay put. I'm going to call out the second heat. Second heat will be couple 116, Dixon and Nadia from San Isidro. Val and Anastasia from Long Grove. 142, Sergey and Ekaterina from Westchester. 143, Aaron and Mariah from Fort Walton Beach. 145, Raphael and Jessica from Park Ridge. And 147, Dylan and Carmen from Fort Wayne. We're going to do a 30-second all-on cha-cha so the judges can get to look at all of you. And any of you who are working the cameras, if you could please stay very close to your couple because some of the studios have more than one couple in there. All of the couples should be on the floor now. We're going to do all couples for 30 seconds, and then we will break you up into your individual heats. We're still missing one couple. We should have 105. 105, raise your hand. 106. 110. 116. 116 from San Isidro. There they are.
There they are. Yes, right now we're doing an all-on.
We're doing an all-on for 30 seconds, and then we will split the heat. Couples ready? You're all on 30 seconds. Cha-cha music, please.
All right. That was fun. Takes a little while, but they'll figure it out. Right? An all-on is basically when a heat is large enough that's uncomfortable to dance on a floor. So, like if we're at a in-person competition, the floor is a specific size. Some of the heats can get quite large, and there might be too many people. Now, the pros are used to dancing around other people, but it can get a little dangerous.
All righty, thank you. Couples, we're now going to break you up into two heats. Listen carefully. Dancing in the first heat, we have 105, 106, 110, 121, 126, and 134. That will be the first heat.
Should be 6 in the first one and 7 in the second.
When are we calling back?
They're recalling 7.
Recall 7 judges from 2. And cha-cha music, please.
All right. Let's make this a little bigger so you guys can watch it at home. That's better. As they're dancing their cha-cha for you. Gene Hansen says, always love your educational contributions, Mr. Plant. Thank you, Gene. Appreciate the compliment. Jessica says, beautifully done, Aaron and Bree. I concur. And Jessica also says, Aaron and Mariah, yes. Wonderful. So as I was saying, the floor can get quite crowded with all the dancers on the floor. So even at regular competitions or virtual in-person competitions, they still will have split heats. So that's not an unusual thing. I don't know where the discrepancy. I think it was because one studio was trying to use one camera for 3 couples.
And thank you, couples.
We did ask each.
Dancing in our second heat, we have numbers 116, 133, 137, 142, 143, 145, and 147. Judges recalling 7 from 2. And cha-cha.
So like I said, I think the problem arose from a studio trying to use one camera for 3 couples. And they were instructed that we really can only use one camera or one device per couple. But that's all right. Dancing this cha-cha. Again, these are school figures. These are patterns that we teach at the Fred Astaire Dance Studios. Sabrina says, yay, Caroline and Zach. Welcome, Sabrina. Donovan says, great job, Haley. Natalie says, go Val and Anastasia. As does Sabrina. Go Val and Anastasia. And Natalie says, go Raph and Jessica. I think it's Rafael Torres and Jessica from Park Ridge. Wonderful dancing tonight.
And thank you, couples. Moving into our rumba so we could have the first heat back out there. 105, 106, 110, 121, 126, and 134. San Isidro, your camera's out of focus. If you can get it focused a little bit more. They're saying to move closer than back away.
There we go.
There you go. That's better. Perfect. All righty. Rumba music, please.
All right. Second dance, the rumba. If you notice, the judges have a device on their platform there. A couple of them, actually. We're doing 2 things. So the judges can look both at the large screen. We have a large format screen for them to watch the dancers on, as well as they each have their personal devices. If they want to zoom in on something specific, they have the ability to do that as well. Donovan, I'll go back and forth between the large screen and small screen, depending on when they're dancing. So when they're actually physically dancing, I'll do this viewpoint, and then when the MCs are talking, go back to the other screen. It's easy for me to do since I don't have any commentators besides me, and I hate being on camera, so it works out well. I can't say the same for some of the commentators. They like to be on camera. Donovan says, great job to all the dancers.
And thank you, Heat 1.
Thank you, Donovan.
Heat 2. 116, 133, 137, 142, 143, 145, and 147. Take your places. And rumba music, please.
We had a fantastic class from Tony Dovolani earlier today. If you were a part of that, I'm sure you enjoyed it. We did videotape it. Well, we didn't actually use videotape. That's an older term. We captured it. It was a good class. We had about, well, there's 160 or so Zoom participants, but there were a bunch of them were studios, so there were like, I don't know, 10 or 20 people in one instance of Zoom. So I don't know, maybe 200, 250 people. It was a good class. Natalie says, go Raph. It's been a really great competition. Really not too many problems at all. It's ran pretty smoothly. I think everyone's happy with it. What's been great is seeing some of the studios that have started to think outside of the box.
Thank you, Heat 2. Moving into our third dance, Eastern Swing. If we could have Heat 1, 105, 106, 110, 121, 126, and 134. And swing music, please.
As they dance their third of 3 dances, the American closed bronze and silver rhythm. East Coast Swing is the dance. As you can see right now, Luann and Bruno are zooming in on something that they want to see. As is Joe on the upper deck there. They really liked that this time. Last time we only had one screen for them to watch. But we gave them panelist access so they could actually itemize things they wanted to see, which made their jobs a little bit easier. We've had around over 100 competitors in this
and
event.
Thank you, Heat 1. Heat 2. 116. 133. 137. 142. 143. 145. And 147. And swing music, please.
Over 100 competitors, over about 4,000 entries in close to 800 heats. It's a pretty good event. I was saying before, some of the studios were really creative in terms of their decoration, how they set up their studio to get ready for the virtual comp. In fact, West Palm Beach, I think, was the studio that kept putting up signs. So every time they would break in between dances, they'd have these signs that says, "Go West Palm Beach." It was great. Earlier this morning, we had, I think it was Northbrook. Val from Northbrook was doing some shenanigans, having a lot of fun with his dancing. That was good to see. Everyone's having a good time. I know the crew here is having a blast. It's a lot more, I don't know what I say fun. It's just less stressed than a normal competition. So that's good. You can focus more on the dancing.
And thank you, Heat 2. Moving on to our fourth and final dance, the Mambo. We could have Heat 1, 105, 106, 110, 121, 126, 134. And music.
Sorry, I was mistaken. My sheet only has a 3 dance. It was cut off. So you guys lucked out. You get to see the Mambo tonight, too. That's even better, right? I think the great thing about this type of event, and it's both with pros as well as amateurs, is we're allowed to see, or we get to see people that, for whatever reason, can't make a normal national competition. There's lots of people, lots of dancers that are very talented, but for one reason or another, they don't go to the national events. They can't travel because of work, or they have family obligations, or whatever the case is. But that doesn't mean, so sometimes the people that do go to nationals isn't always the. There are dancers that stay home that are just as good as the dancers that go to the competitions, and that's what's been really interesting, is seeing people that you don't normally get to see. Some really fantastic dancing from around the country, and that's what the virtual events are kind of great for, That was a surprise, when they first came out with this idea of the virtual comps.
And thank you, Heat 1. Heat 2, take your places for your fourth and final dance, the Mambo. Numbers 116, 133, 137, 142, 143, 145, and 147. And Mambo music, please.
They did it as a response to COVID, obviously, with last year's events scheduled in such a way that some of the studios were actually shut down. We had to adjust the schedule because of curfews that people had to be home with. But what we learned in doing this is, it was very popular and wildly successful. But it was more than just giving students an opportunity to dance in times of shutdown. It was actually, it provided a different type of competition to go to. One that, like I said before, you get to dance on your own floor. You don't have the pressure of the audience necessarily. And, that works. It's a two-way street. Some people get nervous about dancing in front of other people, whereas others actually, they build off of that energy. And to be able to dance without having that and still give your all, I think that's a good skill to have, because you don't always have the luxury of having large crowds to dance in front of. And if you do, they're not always cheering for you. I mean, that's the goal, right? But, we're honest. That's not an accurate thing. Gene says, it is. I love Mambo. Eddie says, is that Edie? I'm sorry, it's probably Edie. Westchester Fads Professionals, Sergey and Katya are a joy to watch. Edie, tell me if that's Edie or Eddie. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. And Natalie says, go Illinois.
Heat 2. Only 7 of these couples will be coming back to the semifinal. And we'll just have to wait and see who the judges have chosen. At this point, we're going to go into Pro Heat number 5, which is our Open International Latin 5-dance, cha-cha, samba, rumba, paso doble, and jive. And we would like to welcome to the floor Alexei and Julia from Westchester.
All right. Alexei and Julia? Maybe Julia. Doing the Open International 5-dance, cha-cha, samba,
Ready
rumba.
for your first dance? The cha-cha.
Cha-cha, rumba. Samba. Paso doble and jive. Rose says, great job, Sergey and Katya. Now, I learned through the grapevine that we had some issues. I don't know if there was a storm or something in the northeast, but we had a couple cancellations in the Latin, which is now it's down to 1 couple final. So doing more of an exhibition dance for us, but that's cool. My wife would be happy with the fringe. She's a big fan of the fringe. You know, a professional dancer's job is twofold. It's one to collect eyes, and once you have those eyes on you, is do a good job with the time that you have them. What I mean by that is to get the judge's attention, to look at you in a good way.
And cha-cha-cha.
As they get ready for their second dance, the samba.
Places for your second dance. And samba.
Here you go. Yeah, Aaron, only 1 couple in Pro Latin. We had, well, in the sheet that I had last night, we had 5 in it, and 4 canceled. I don't know. I actually don't know the reason why. I was just assuming because of the weather. I heard there was a storm going through. So to get the judge's attention, so the costuming and the tricks and the elements and all these things are designed to catch the judge's eye. And then once you have their gaze, it's to show them, you know, what your skills are and show them why you deserve the mark, at least more than the couple next to you. And that would be both pro and amateur. It doesn't matter. It's the same concept. You know, in most cases, the judges don't have the luxury of watching 1 couple for the entirety of one dance. They have about 6 to 7 seconds on an average per couple. Again, depending, sometimes up to 10, 12, depending on how many couples are out on the floor.
Fabulous samba. Danced by Alexei and Julia from Westchester.
Final rounds typically have 6 couples in them. They play the music for about a minute and a half. So it's a little longer. They get 15 seconds then, on an average, per couple. Anyone from Westchester? Is it Julia with a Y or Julia with a J?
Ready for your third dance? And rumba.
Chris says, go Alexei and Julia. My wife and I are big fans. I'm going to guess Julia. I could be wrong. It's happened before. Teresa puts flames on the floor. 3 flame. I think she means it's getting hot in here from the dancing. Oh yes, Westchester Fads professionals Alexia and Julia are burning the dance floor. So they definitely have fans watching them. If you look at the judges' expressions right now, this is what you want. I guess this would be your goal as a dancer, to get that type of attention. Everyone watching you. Now, it's easy right now because there's only one couple, but you can see how intently the judges are watching. Excellent job, Westchester.
And the beautiful Roomba.
All right. Next is Paso Doble.
Places for your 4th dance. Paso Doble.
As we discussed earlier today in the Pro-Am Latin, the Paso Doble usually dance to the song called España Cani, and if it's not, it's done to the same beat map, or it has the same highlights. That's what's the terms that dancers use, highlights, coming up run right now. But there's a specific phrasing that goes with this song. Now, as we were saying before, sometimes they've been creative and created different chord progressions and different melodies to go over it, but ultimately it's the same beat structure and phrasing. We had Lyle Bradshaw, who is the executive examiner, I think, right? He's the head of the examination department for the Fred Astaire Dance Council. He's giving us some information on the Paso Doble. We have Chris. I said that one already. Donovan says, great job,
Let's
Natalie.
take a minute and introduce our couple. From Westchester, couple number 139, Alexei and Julia.
All right. Donovan says,
As the crowd simmers down, we'll get them ready for their 5th and final dance,
settle down, everyone.
the jive.
You know what? Let's give them full screen for the jive. They deserved it. Exquisite, beautiful dancers, Westchester Fads, Alex and Julia. Hey, you guys didn't answer me. Is it Julia with a J or Yulia with a Y? I want to know. I haven't met them yet, so I don't know how to say her name.
Friday the 21st.
Sorry about that. Mr. Gates was asking me a question. Great job.
Outstanding dancing from Alexei and Julia from Westchester.
Julia
in
with a
International
J.
Latin.
Thank
Fabulous job.
you. There we got two of them. Thank you. I appreciate it. I won't make the mistake again. Excellent dancing, Julia. And if I do get a chance to meet you,
time,
I'll know how
we
to
are
say your
going to
name
go
correctly.
back into some of our Pro-Am awards.
All right.
Continuing on from Heat 383, the American Rhythm Bronze Closed Championship, Cha-Cha Rumba Swing. In the ladies B, in sixth place, we have Harriet and Andrew from Youngstown.
All right. Congratulations.
In fifth place, Mary Josephs and Raphael from Park Ridge. In fourth place, Susan and Alberto from Warwick. In third place, Susan and Dustin from Youngstown.
Mr. Bradshaw, I just referenced you like 10 minutes ago. And you're here. Welcome.
In second place, Mary and Isidro from Pensacola. And in first place, Erica and Kevin from Lakewood Ranch.
You know, I will say this. Mr. Bradshaw, if you're ever willing to do this, I would love
Heat
to.
384. This is American Rhythm Bronze Closed Championship. This is in our amateur couple C. In second place, Jeff and Mary Josephs from Park Ridge.
I would love to have you as a part of one of these broadcasts doing commentary.
And first place, Robert and Susan Tradowski from Warwick.
If you ever have the pleasure and you see him at a competition, he's not busy
Heat
invigilating.
385 in our gentlemen C. Third place, Taverne and Amanda from Westminster. In second place, Jeff and Arena from Long Grove. And in first place, Robert and Emily from Warwick.
You'll have a
In our
very
senior plus in the ladies division, we have a first place, Takani and Isidro from Pensacola.
you'll have a very interesting conversation. Sorry, I'm not used to Steven's patterns of speech.
Heat 386, American Rhythm Bronze Closed Championship. In our ladies senior division, we have a second place to Linda and Carlos from Sarasota. And a first place to Paulette and Juan from Lakewood Ranch.
Jack Davey would be another one. I should have the two of them on. Oh, that'd be
We
great.
also have in our amateur couple B a first place to Jeff and Mary Josephs from Long Grove.
So
Heat 427, American Rhythm Bronze Closed Championship. In our ladies B, we have a second place to Susan and Alberto from Warwick. And a first place to Amy and Isidro from Pensacola. Moving on to Heat 428 in our American Rhythm Bronze Closed Championship. In our gentlemen C, we have a first place to Robert Twardarski and Emily from Warwick. We have a first place in our ladies senior to Linda and Carlos from Sarasota.
Oh, Mr. Davey, you're here too. Yes. Would you, if you just, I got proof right there. You said that would be fun, great dancing tonight, so you will do it.
And in our amateur couple C, we have a first place to Ron and Martha from Fort Walton Beach.
I have proof. Those of you watching right now, you can help get him to sit in front of a microphone for me.
Heat 429 in American Rhythm Bronze Clothes Championship. And our ladies Senior Plus, we have a first place to Connie and Isidro from Pensacola. And our amateur couple C, we have a first place to Robert and Susan Trudarski and from Warwick. And in our Rhythm Silver Clothes Championship, first place amateur couple in the B division to Ron and Martha from Fort Walton Beach.
I've noticed Mr. Bradshaw has not responded, though, so I don't know if I should take that as he doesn't want to do it.
Heat 430 in the American Rhythm Silver Clothes Championship. We have a first place to Gentlemen C, Ron and Natalie from Fort Walton Beach. We have a first place to Ladies C to Martha and Aaron from Fort Walton Beach. And we have a first place Ladies Senior to Michelle and Alec from Pleasant Prairie. Okay, we're ready to move into our final of our Pro Heat 2, the American Clothes, Bronze, Silver, Rhythm, Cha-Cha, Rumba, Swing, and Mambo. Our judges have chosen the following 7 couples. 110, Emmanuel and Milagros from San Isidro. 126, Andre and Yamila from Northport. 134, Zachary and Caroline from Pewaukee. 137, Val and Anastasia from Long Grove. 142, Sergey and Ekaterina from Westchester. 143, Aaron and Mariah from Fort Walton Beach. And 145, Raphael and Jessica from Park Ridge. Congratulations to all of our finalists. Couples, ready for your first dance? Cha-cha.
All right, here we go. Oh, you did. You're absolutely right, Mr. Bradshaw. It says sounds like fun. Well, thank you. I've got you both. That is wonderful. As we begin this final round of the American Clothes Bronze and Silver Rhythm, Cha-Cha, Rumba, Swing, and Mambo. Again, these are school figures from the Bronze and Silver syllabi, which means they're doing school figures that are taught in the studios every single day. These elements are the same ones that they're teaching their students. So you happen to see one you like, you can say, hey, I saw my teacher doing this. I want to learn this one. Now, they do have limits to what they can do in terms of how they can adjust the steps. They can't really change the choreography. They can stylize it in their own personal way, but they can't change things like the amount of turn or alignments. I don't think are allowed to change unless it's to fit the floor. Well, alignments don't matter in rhythm dancing.
And thank you, couples.
Natalie says, very energetic jive.
Places for your second dance. And rumba.
That was for our Latin couple from Westchester, Alexei and Julia. Miss Jean says, oh, yes, it would be great to get Lyle Bradshaw and Jack Davey to commentate. I absolutely agree. You know, it's interesting. Sometimes the more quiet of the dance board members have really interesting stories. I had the pleasure of picking up Mr. Bradshaw at the airport, and I learned a ton in that 30-minute drive to the studio. That was a while ago. Stanley McCullough, very rhythmic swing by everybody. Like it. You know, Stanley McCullough's another one. I have never had the pleasure of working with him. I only know him by his reputation. But the amount of knowledge that he has is phenomenal, actually. I wish I would have gotten a chance. Maybe I can sit in to one of his master classes that he does from somebody else. So a few extra...
Sure to cheer on your favorite couples.
Lyle says, I saw a few extra double underarm turns in the semifinals. That's not good. That's not good. I will say...
Put your hands together for all of our wonderful finalists. Couples places for your third dance. Swing.
Yay, Sergey and Katya. That's right. You can call out your favorite couples dancing the American swing. Swing's an interesting term. If you talk to people that do non-ballroom swing, they have a different understanding of what swing means. The swing that the ballroom dancers do is considered East Coast swing. And if you talk to a musician, swing means something different entirely as well. In fact, the music that they dance foxtrot and quickstep to are considered swing music. So it's kind of a nebulous term. Well, Jack, he said, I very rarely refer to as quiet. Lyle and I are quite opinionated. What I meant was, I was trying to say it in such a way not to throw anyone else under the bus, but you're not always the ones that have to run in front of the camera. I'll just leave it at that so I don't get in trouble.
Beautiful dancing. Before we go to our fourth and final dance, we're going to take a quick minute and introduce our finalists again. Starting off with 110, Emmanuel and Milagros from San Isidro. $126, Andre and Yamila from Northport. $134, Zachary and Caroline from Pewaukee. $137, Val and Anastasia from Long Grove. $142, Sergey and Ekaterina from Westchester. $143, Aaron and Mariah from Fort Walton Beach. And rounding off our final, Raphael and Jessica from Park Ridge.
right. Congratulations
Take
to
your place for your fourth and final dance. Mambo.
Congratulations to our finalists. Seven couples. Their final dance, the Mambo. We do have another Pro Heat left. And we have some more awards, so I'm going to guess they're going to go into awards next. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. We have the American Open Rhythm 5 dance, Cha-Cha Rumba Swing Bolero Mambo. Stanley says, great footwork and articulation. Earlier today, we had Marilyn Benitez, another national examiner, as one of the panelists. She was talking about what she looks for, and they were talking about specific Latin dancing, but I guess it would be similar in rhythm dancing. The usage of the feet and ankles. But not only that, but how the usage of the feet gets you to go where you're supposed to be. Not just pointing your toes and things like that.
Congratulations to all of our finalists in the bronze and silver American Rhythm closed division.
The action of your feet.
Beautiful dancing. And presentation of our beautiful curriculum in the bronze and silver.
Has done to get.
We're going to return to some more of the Pro-Am Awards, starting back with Heat 528 in our Open Rhythm Championship. In our amateur couple B, second place to Jeff and Mary from Long Grove. In Heat 584 in our Bronze International Ballroom Championship. In our Ladies B, we have a second place to Dr. Jody with Eugene from Pleasant Prairie.
We are doing the
And a first place to Lori Churchill with Roman from Northbrook.
Pro-Am Awards for the 2022 Virtual International Championships.
In Heat 585, the Bronze International Ballroom Championship. Ladies C, third place to Kimberly and Eugene from Pleasant Prairie. Second place to Martha and Aaron from Fort Walton. And a first place to Lori and Harriton from Northbrook.
Broadcasting live from Fort Walton
Heat
Beach, Florida.
586 in the Silver International Ballroom. We have a first place to Linda Schneider and Roman from Northbrook. Heat 614, Bronze International Latin Championship. Ladies B, we have a first place to Naue and Isidro from Pensacola. Heat 615, the Silver International Latin Championship. We have a first place to Linda and Miroslav from Northbrook. All right, at this time we're ready to go into Pro Heat number 4, which is our Open American Rhythm 5 dance. Cha-cha, rumba, swing, bolero, mambo. We have 7 couples coming to the floor. We have 101, Christopher and Milagros from San Isidro. 126, Andre and Yamila from Northport. 127, Francois and Arlette from Sarasota. 137, Val and Anastasia from Long Grove. 139, Alexei and Julia from Westchester. 142, Sergey and Ekaterina from Westchester. And 147, Dylan and Carmen from Fort Wayne. All right, couples ready for your first dance? Cha-cha.
All right, here we go. The Open American Rhythm 5 dance, Cha-cha, rumba, swing, bolero, mambo. Let's check in with our live chat. We've got Aurora saying, nice job, Pleasant Prairie, with a heart. Ray Josephs, welcome, Ray Josephs. You've been kind of quiet this weekend. Usually I hear from you a lot. And she says, everyone is dancing with so much energy. They are on fire. As the snow falls, they are keeping it hot. Yes, they are. And Natalie says, go Illinois with the flame emoji. Let's get you a bigger screen. There we go. The first of 5 dances. We have San Isidro, which I think is a Florida studio. Northport. I don't know where that one is. Sarasota is in Florida. Long Grove, Illinois. Westchester, Pennsylvania. And Fort Wayne, Indiana. There we go. Excellent dancing. Now, this is an open division, which means the limitations on what steps they do is no longer applicable. They do have some restrictions. They can't do a lift. No lifts are allowed in this division. But in terms of steps or patterns or elements they can do there, it's pretty much open. Hence the name, right?
And let's hear it for that cha-cha-cha. Couples ready for your second dance? And rumba.
second of 5 dances, the American rumba. Now, it's interesting comparing rumba and cha-cha to one another. Most people, when they first take a thought about it, they think of cha-cha as being a fast dance and rumba as being a slow dance. But the tempo for the two are pretty close, actually. Only a few beats per minute off from one another. In fact, sometimes rumbas are played as fast as cha-chas are. But what's interesting, if you take the basic step of the two dances, you're doing 3 steps in one measure of music in rumba and 5 steps in one measure of music in cha-cha. So cha-cha feels like a faster dance. It also, in terms of the instrumentation and just how the beat works, it does give the feeling of being a faster dance. But technically, tempo-wise, they're pretty close to one another. Aaron says Milagros has a new dance partner, question mark. I don't think that's the same Milagros. I can't see from this angle, but I don't think it's the same one.
The beautiful rumba.
Donovan says, hello, and everyone is doing a great job, all the dancers. Ray says, I have been here just watching and letting the dancing speak for itself and enjoying all of your chatting. Wonderful. Thank you, Miss Ray.
We're just waiting while we get a number pinned back on. So take a quick little breath, couples.
Go Val and Anastasia. And Stanley McCullough says, congratulations, Warwick.
And we're ready for our third dance. And swing music, please.
All right. We're ready to go. Swing is the dance. One thing that typifies swing, actually swing music, as well as swing the dance, is an accented backbeat. This song has a pretty good example of that. That's the snare drum hit on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. That, with other things, rounded eighth notes or dotted eighth notes in the eighth note rhythm, was what distinguishes swing music from other types of music. It's not limited to that, though. Lots of styles of dancing. But if you go through actually all the different swing dances, that backbeat, you can see it in the techniques of how you do the dance. And that's how we talk about being musical. It's one way you can be more musical in your dancing. People are jamming out here in the, I would say the studio, but that would be, I would mean like the recording studio where we're broadcasting from, not the dance studio. Excellent swing, everybody.
All righty, Eastern swing. Couples ready for your fourth dance? Bolero.
The lovely Bolero. I'll say it one last time. One of the reasons why we have to talk over the music. We do pay for ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC. So we technically do have the licensing rights to be able to play the music for dance competitions. But YouTube is not aware of that. And they have software that goes through their videos, and it takes about an hour or so. So if you're broadcasting longer than an hour and you have copyrighted music that you're not talking over, they'll flag you, and if you don't stop what you're doing, they'll actually shut you down. So that's why we have to talk over it right now. And to be honest with you, our channel is not a large enough channel to to be able to have any kind of traction with the staff at YouTube. They don't answer the email. We're just a pretty small fish in a big pond. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. That's going to help us out immensely, as well as leaving a like, sharing it, leave a comment in the comment section, as well as the live chat. All of those things help with the engagement and therefore help the algorithm, and ultimately will eventually allow us to not have to talk over the music, because they'll start reading my emails. So if you want to stop hearing my voice, pretty easy thing to do is you just have to subscribe to the channel. Makes it real easy. As we watch our 7 couples in this American Rhythm
And the beautiful bolero.
final, I think we're going to get to meet our couples once again.
We're going to take some time and introduce to you our finalists. Starting off with 101, Christopher and Milagros from San Isidro. $126, Andre and Yamila from Northport.
Yeah, someone asked earlier about Milagros. I think they were referencing Milagros Loreto, but that's a different Milagros.
127, Francois and Arlette from Sarasota. 137, Val and Anastasia from Long Grove.
Lots of fans of Val and
139,
Anastasia.
Alexei and Julia from Westchester.
And Westchester as well.
142, Sergey and Ekaterina from Westchester. And rounding off this final, we have 147, Dylan and Carmen from Fort Wayne.
All right, congratulations to our finalists. As they take their places.
Couples, take your place for your 5th and final dance,
There we go.
the Mambo.
The Mambo. Teresa says, love Bolero with 3 heart emojis. And Sabrina says, go long loop. That's clever. Miss Ray says, we love your comments, Nick. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And Aurora, I enjoy the commentary as well. Thank you for that. Not everyone does, unfortunately. So that's why I have to explain why we're talking over the music. I think I've dialed it in, though. You should be able to hear a little bit of the music at home. We tested it out earlier in the week, and we didn't get flagged, so there you go. This is our final pro heat of the evening. All the dances have been great so far tonight. I'm glad I get to be behind the scenes pushing buttons rather than having to try to decide who wins. Pamela says, go Yamila. And Jean says, great dancing. Donovan gives a thumbs up with some heart emojis. Aaron says,
Wow, what an exciting mambo that was.
Alexi and Julia.
Put your hands together for all of our professional couples who danced tonight in our professional divisions. Very, very exciting. Fabulous way to spend our Saturday night.
I concur, Mr. Knight.
We're going to move into our professional awards and our professional divisions, followed by, of course, all of the overall winners from the entire competition. We're going to start off with Pro Heat number 1, our American Clothes Bronze and Silver Smooth. If you danced in Pro Heat number 1, please turn your cameras on. Pro Heat number 1, American Clothes, Bronze and Silver Smooth. Please put your cameras on if you danced in these division. In 7th place, 133, Eduardo and Vivian from San Isidro.
All right. Congratulations, Eduardo and Vivian.
6th place, 106, Justin and Amanda from Westminster. 5th place, 141, Augustine and Gabriella from Powell. 4th place, 137, Val and Anastasia from Long Grove.
Congratulations, Long Grove.
In 3rd place, placing 2nd in the waltz, 3rd in the tango, 2nd in the foxtrot, and 3rd in the Viennese waltz, 148, Patrick and Haley from Milwaukee downtown. In 2nd place, placing 3rd in the waltz, 2nd in the tango, 3rd in the foxtrot, and 2nd in the Viennese waltz, couple 150, Kirill and Sarah from Pleasant Prairie.
Congratulations. Notice they traded dances.
And placing 1st in all 4 dances from Long Grove, couple 109, Lawrence and Sarah.
Congratulations, Lawrence and Sarah. From the Long Grove studio,
Congratulations to all of our finalists.
northern suburb of Chicago.
If you danced in Pro Heat number 2, please put your cameras on. This was the semifinal round of the American Clothes Bronze and Silver Rhythm. Pro Heat number 2, semifinal round of the American Clothes Bronze and Silver Rhythm. If you were in the final. In 7th place, couple 110, Emmanuel and Milagros from San Isidro. In 6th place, couple 145, Raphael and Jessica from Park Ridge. In 5th place, couple 143, Aaron and Mariah from Fort Walton Beach. In 4th place, Andre and Yamila from Northport. In 3rd place, placing 3rd in the cha-cha, 2nd in the rumba, 3rd in the swing, and 4th in the mambo from Long Grove, 137, Val and Anastasia. In 2nd place, placing 2nd in cha-cha, 3rd in rumba, 2nd in swing and mambo from Pewaukee, 134, Zach and Caroline. And placing 1st in all 4 dances from Westchester, 142, Sergey and Ekaterina. If you danced in Pro Heat number 3, which was the Open American Smooth, please put your cameras on. Anybody who danced in Pro Heat number 3, Open American Smooth. In 7th place, couple 141, Augustine and Gabrielle from Powell. In 6th place, couple 150, Kirill and Sarah from Pleasant Prairie. In 5th place, couple 148, Patrick and Haley from Milwaukee downtown. In 4th place, Zachary and Ariel from Pewaukee. In third place, placing second in waltz, third in tango, fourth in foxtrot, third in Viennese waltz from Fort Walton Beach, 143, Aaron and Brianna. In second place, placing third in the waltz, second in the remaining three dances from Long Grove, 109, Lawrence and Sarah. And in first place, placing first in all four dances from Westchester, Sergey and Ekaterina. The results for Pro Heat number 5, placing first in all 5 dances from Westchester, 139, Alexei and Julia. Moving on to Pro Heat number 4, Open American Rhythm 5 dance. Put your cameras on if you danced in Pro Heat number 4. In 7th place, 147, Dylan and Carmen from Fort Wayne. In 6th place, Christopher and Milagros from San Isidro. In 5th place, couple 127, Francois and Arlette from Sarasota. In 4th place, couple 126, Andre and Yamila from Northport. In 3rd place, placing 3rd in all 5 dances from Long Grove, 137, Val and Anastasia. In 2nd place, placing 2nd in all 5 dances from Westchester, couple 142, Sergey and Ekaterina. And placing first, winning all 5 dances from Westchester, put your hands together for Alexei and Julia. Before we get into the overall winners for our virtual international competition, we just want to send out a few thank yous to some of the people that made this event possible and made it work like clockwork. We want to thank Jessica Legenfelder from our corporate office. We want to put out a big hand to Nick Plant and Dance Sport Dynamics, who took care of all of the technology. Then we've got Alex Casper on social media. Brent Mills playing the best music. Our gang on the desk, on deck, we had Danielle Oblaski, Alex Trilogy, and Mike Momani. The lady behind the scenes who makes everything work and always keeps us smiling and laughing, no other than Miss Angie Schultz. We want to thank our illustrious panel of judges, Mr. Tony Dovolani, Bruno Collins, Mary Lynn Benitez, Joe Travato, Ilya Efremov, Mr. John Gates, and then, of course, wow, get out of that screen. And then, of course, your MCs, your hosts and hostess with the mostest, Miss Luann Pulley and myself. We want to thank you and thank everybody who made this happen. And now we're going to end with our overall winners. The top amateur couple for the entire event goes to Jeff and Mary Joseph from Long Grove / Park Ridge.
Congratulations, Jeff and Mary Josephs.
Top amateur couple, Jeff and Mary Josephs. Where's Mary? Where's Mary? Mary! Mary's got her feet up. She's in those high heels for 3 days. Oh, here's Mary. All right, top amateur couple. Congratulations. Top overall male goes to Robert Holcomb from Lakewood Ranch.
Congratulations, Robert
And our
Holcomb.
top overall female goes to Ellen Holcomb from Lakewood
And
Ranch.
congratulations, Ellen. Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Excellent job.
We're now going to go through our top female teachers. In 10th place, we have Kimberly Piedad from Fort Walton Beach. There's Kimberly. In 9th place, we have Pamela Baragona from Powell. In 8th place, we have Amanda Overmeyer from Westminster. In 7th place, we have Hannah Didaditsky from Park Ridge. Wow, Hannah, you've changed. In 6th place, Anastasia Kuzmik from West Palm Beach. 5th place, Paige Tulin from Warwick. 4th place, Emily Cortez from Warwick. 3rd place goes to Natalie Cardenas from Fort Walton Beach. 2nd place goes to Irina DeSoto from Long Grove. Yay, yay, yay. And 1st place goes to Milagros Loretto from Lakewood Ranch.
All right. Kimberly, Pamela, and Amanda, Hannah, Anastasia, Paige, Emily,
Now for our top teachers.
Natalie,
male.
Irina, and Milagros. Congratulations
In
to all of
10th
you.
place, we have Val Rohan from Long Grove. And in 9th place, we have Isidro from Pensacola. In 8th place, we have Roman Yukin from Northbrook. 7th place, Dustin Jones from Youngstown. 6th place goes to Juan Martinez from Lakewood Ranch. 5th place goes to Alberto Cortez from Warwick. 4th place goes to Aaron Stowell from Fort Walton Beach. 3rd place goes to Rafael Torres from Park Ridge. 2nd place goes to Kevin Ubilis from Lakewood Ranch. And 1st place goes to Eric Guillen from Lakewood Ranch.
Valentin, Isidro, Roman, Dustin, Juan, Alberto,
And last but not least,
Aaron,
we're going to
Raphael,
announce
Kevin,
our top
and Eric.
studios.
Congratulations.
In 3rd place goes to Long Grove, Illinois.
Long Grove, Illinois, top.
Get
Third
out there,
place,
Long
top
Grove.
studio.
You did a great job all weekend.
They have indeed.
Get everybody out there. Take your bows. 3rd place. Outstanding job. Thank you. Thank you. In 2nd place, we have Warwick.
Congratulations to
And
Warwick.
then our top studio for the weekend for our virtual international championship goes to Lakewood Ranch.
And our top studio, Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Congratulations to all competitors.
Congratulations to all of our dancers who
what I just
entertained us all week long and showed us all the passion in their heart and soul and just did a beautiful job. Thank you so much. And until we see you again, keep on dancing. Feel good.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being part of the broadcast. Again, one last time, if you could please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Thank you for being a part of this. This has been Dance Sport Dynamics broadcasting live the 2022 Virtual International Championships from Fred Astaire Dance Studios. And we'll see you later. Bye, everybody.